You ready for this? There's no such thing as physical death on the 80-hour work week. It is so highly unlikely unless you do this horrible combo. Okay, I'll tell you right now, like this will actually put your life in danger. So don't do that at all costs. And then we can get to the rest of the video. Do not work night shift. Do not sleep less than 8 hours every day. And do not combine those other two with driving as your work or to and from work. Okay, if you do all of these three things, your life is in jeopardy and you should really reconsider how you've structured your 80-hour work week. Having said that, let's go right into the only other way that you will die with the 80-hour work week is simply you quitting. Okay? It's a mental death from ambition. Okay? We want to prevent that as much as we possibly can, and in this video, we've got the solution. Number 1, get 3 jobs quickly. We're trying to get to the 80-hour work week. We're trying to get there as fast as possible, and moving fast is the name of the game. There's no fun in applying for jobs, okay? Like, no matter how fun you think it is, it's no fun if you do that for an extended period of time. There's a reason why people get depressed when they're unemployed. Okay? But that's only because they're not putting in the work, but you're not being rewarded for it, and I guess you're kind of developing some sales skills, but it's not effective. Okay? We want to get you to the next level because it is horrible to sell yourself. Literally. Like you'd rather have someone third party selling you and recommending you. That's the most effective way of getting a job, by the way. But just apply for 100 jobs every single day until you've got those jobs. Okay? You don't have to worry about that ever again. And from then on, you'll have the confidence that you can get any job, anytime, anywhere, no matter the recession, depression, of financial collapse, everything is horrible. You'll know how to get a job. Okay? It's simple. Then number 2, that is to make a decision right now. Okay? A solemn vow before everyone, before me, before yourself, before this screen, and say out loud, I will never quit a job without having a better paying opportunity. I will never quit a job before I have a better paying opportunity. Does that sound okay? And though that opportunity needs to have the same amount of hours because you want to make sure you keep going with the 80-hour work week. If you never ever quit a job when you started the 80-hour work week, you will remain in that job and continue that job. Obviously, don't cheat by reducing your hours. You hear what I'm saying? If you get jobs quickly, you never quit a job before you've got a better paying opportunity, then you're going to be stuck in that job, hopefully, right? Because it's very difficult to fire people these days, which is the reason why employers very often don't. And also middle managers don't want to confront people either because they're scared out of their minds. Okay? Number 3 is make sure you don't get to the point where they have to confront you and they have to fire you because they don't want to. That means that they have to go out and find someone else after they've trained you, and it's freaking annoying. Don't be that person. You want to be the 95th percentile of group who manages to keep a job. That percentile will go down when the depression, recession thing happens. But for now, very few people are actually getting fired, right? Most people quit their jobs, believe it or not. It's pretty insane. So you want to make sure you don't get fired. How do you do that? You want to be the second best employee of your peers in the company. And let me explain what I mean. In the past, I've said you want to be the best employee ever. I changed my mind. You want to be the second best employee. And the reason why is because if you're the best employee, they're going to want to promote you most probably because that's what you do. If you're the best employee, you could probably lead other people because you're taking this seriously. You don't want to be that person because you don't want to be promoted. The more you get promoted, the less financial freedom you get. I promise this is how it works because you get a little bit more pay and a lot more responsibility. Do you want a little bit extra pay and a lot more responsibility? Didn't think so. Keep your job. It's good. Stay that way and do 80% of effort. But wait, Joseph, don't success books and stuff say that you should give 100%? You give everything you've got to everything you do. Bro, it's the stupidest lingo I've ever heard, okay? If you give everything you've got to everything you do, what's going to happen? You're going to not be able to work on your business. That's what's going to happen. And this is kind of how you need to play the game. It's like 80% running, and then 20% you're kind of taking it cool because you want to live another day, all right? You don't want to die, remember? That's what we're trying to do in this equation here, is making sure you never stop. If you give 100% of everything you've got to everything you do, you're gonna might want to stop. Okay. And number 4, you have to take your free time very seriously. And so it's not really free, is it? Did you want freedom? You want financial freedom, okay? On the other side, well, guess what? You're gonna have a few years of slavery in the beginning. That's how it works. It's gonna be slavery for thousands of hours. Not a lot of thousands, maybe 1,000, 2,000 max, in my opinion, in order for you to get your freedom. Once you have your freedom, you've got options. Either because you've developed some passive income opportunities, or you've got options to work on whatever thing excites you, and then it's not really work anymore. You enjoy doing it to the point where this is the next step. I'll do it because I have my past. I've been through hell. This is not hell. Building this business is fun compared to the hell that I've been through, okay? Right now you're in hell, and you gotta be okay with that. Embrace it. Be excited about it. Hug and kiss it, because it's going to be your friend for quite some time. And since you're in that position, your free time is not free. Your free time is time to prepare. And that's it. That's all it is. So during this time frame, there's no messing around. What you want to make sure you don't do are any forms of addiction building habits, right? You don't want to be using stimulants. You don't want to be talking to women at all from a romantic perspective, because it is addictive, okay? I know. Everyone knows. All men know that that's the most addictive thing. Don't get involved with it before you've set up your financial foundation and gotten outside of slavery. Because during slavery, you're going to get women that are not the ultimate women, okay? And they're going to dominate you. They're going to dominate you. Not a situation you want to be in for the rest of your life. And you're building the foundation for that if you get a woman during that time frame when you're experiencing this. It's very difficult to change the entire nature of the relationship. And why would you invest time in someone else's future wife? Doesn't make any sense, right? So you don't want to invest time into girls because it's addictive. No parties, no freaking whatever else. Anything that stops you from doing what needs to get done when you need to get it done when it comes to the 80-hour work week. Instead, you need the 3 aspects of health to be massively taken care of. And those are 8 hours of sleep, full on 8 hours of sleep. Then you also want to make sure that you eat a good diet, not a bad one. Because a bad one is not only going to give you problems with your health moving forward, or cause you to get overweight, or cause you to have low energy, or cause you to be anxious when you're talking to other people. That's what I did. I ate Subway every single day for a time because that was the most effective, I guess, at the time. I only did it because I was married and had kids and I didn't have capacity to prepare it. She couldn't prepare it, and it was a mess, right? So it goes back to not having girls early on in your life. If you don't have women in your life, you have the free time to learn what needs to get done in order for you to meal prep properly, to have good food throughout your day. And lastly, but not least, you need 30 minutes of exercise. Not more, not less. You need that every day, because that's going to keep you going and make sure that you do not die on your journey towards financial freedom with the 80-hour work week. You can do this journey. You have to put one step in front of you, and then put the second step ahead of you, and then the third, and continue on, right? When you can't run, you walk. When you can't walk, you crawl. And just make sure that you keep crawling towards financial freedom, and eventually you begin to develop momentum because your strength and capacity and abilities have improved. I'm so excited for you, man. Let's give you that potential free call that I can give you if you hit me up right now. I'll see you guys in the next one.